I need us to lock in. I need us to lock in for just like a moment. Let's just have this moment together. We were not put on this earth to scroll on our phones. We were not put on this earth to think ourselves into oblivion. Not supposed to be spoon-fed so much. We're supposed to be following our curiosity, following our little impulses. We're supposed to be a little afraid. We're supposed to be a little uncertain. We're supposed to be like, ooh, what's that? We're supposed to be like, ooh, I want to try that. There are so many reasons why we should be constantly engaged in the act of learning everything that we want to learn and doing everything that we want to do, because there is time for it. Maybe there's not enough time for it in one day, but there's enough time for it in your whole life. If you spend 1 year fully immersed in something, if you have a good run, you got 80 things you can learn. That is, wow. There's so much time. We have to reframe together what we can accomplish. I'm gonna make a video soon about all the things that I crocheted in my first year of crocheting. I've only been crocheting for 1 year, but oh my goodness, has it brought me so much joy and so much hope and so much creative artistic freedom and so much possibility and so much color, so much vibrance, and just a new appreciation for textiles and fabric and clothing and all of the different crafts that we have been doing for, like, it's like so ancient in our bloods to be doing these things. And all it took was 1 year. Us lying on the floor and me borrowing a crochet hook and her teaching me how to crochet. That's all it took for a whole year of just of everything beautiful that has come about. So many hours of just meditative, like, flow state, sitting on my couch, watching Avatar, watching Cobra Kai, while just locked into the yarn. And now I'm dipping my little toes into weaving. And weaving, like, my ancestors have done it, your ancestors have done it, their ancestors' ancestors have done it. And that is in itself a whole other world of possibility. And I know that if I weave for a year, I'm going to just, like, my brain's gonna explode. If I just even think about myself a year from now, if I really, like, get my loom and I just start creating stuff, what is possible? What is possible? A whole year is a long time. The year before I got into crocheting, or kind of overlapped, I've been dancing. I found this beautiful community that I cannot imagine my life without. That, again, just like weaving, is so ancient and so beautiful and so sacred, and we take it for granted all the time, this capacity to dance, because it is just such a gift that our bodies are able to express to music. If they are able to, it is a gift to be able to connect to music. And so why do we not do it more? And then the year before that, I was learning Muay Thai, and I fought. I did my first and only fight. I think it might be the only fight I ever do. And it was so scary. Have you ever been punched in the face? How long was I training? Probably like a year and a half. I felt safer in my body. I felt stronger. I felt way stronger than I do now. Like, I really want to go back to training because I can feel my muscles are not as strong, and I feel like achy, and I just have this real craving to train again. And so I can go back to it. So that was like, what? 4 seasons in the span of, since 2022, 2023, for activities, crafts, hobbies, practices that I love so deeply, love so much. And all it took was 2 or 3 years to do that. Like, dude, life is long. Sure, we could talk about, like, the breadth aspect of it, but if you just keep showing up to things that your spirit is telling you to do and to, like, investigate and to try out, if you just, like, show up to that impulse, that incredibly human, ancient, beautiful impulse to just try something, there's so much that can come out of that. There's so much that is possible, because not only can you have this whole breadth of experiences that you can collect over your lifetime, you can also develop something so deep and so rich if you really show up to every question, every single little curiosity, and just give it a little Google search, give it a little time to marinate, go to a class, go to a talk, go to a lecture, go to an event, just talk to people, have conversations. You can learn so much, and your life gets so much richer and so much more meaningful and vibrant. And it's like, there's like a point to being alive, because the point is that you are remembering. You're learning, and it's new to you. It's the first time that maybe you're learning something, but as a member of this, like, collective consciousness, you're like the universe remembering itself. I know. No, bear with me. You are participating in this like little loop. Maybe, okay, like let's say, okay, my great grandma crocheted, okay? My mom's grandma, she crocheted. And it didn't really, like my mom didn't really catch the bug, but I caught the bug. And so like in my ancestral line, there's just like this, I don't know what the history is of fiber art or craft in my ancestry, but there's just like this little loop of remembering. My mom used to do folk dance. My mom dances, you know? And I don't know what what the ancestral line of dance is in my family, but I dance now, you know? And there's just like this beautiful way of within your own bloodline remembering these things, but also like you can carry on stories and people become your ancestors by immersing yourself in the same culture. There are people who are not my blood family that are not my ancestors for the things that I am learning. Now, every single person that has ever woven, now they're my ancestors, no matter where in the world they're from. And it just makes you feel less alone. It makes you feel like life is so, like this is what we're here to do. And like, there's no time and there's no money and there's no, like, and like everything's falling apart. But like when you give yourself the gift of cracking out of that scarcity and desolation and despair and just give yourself the gift of feeling connected to the people that have come before you and feel connected to the people that are still around you in your community, your friends, your loved ones, and you give yourselves the gift of joy and creativity and pleasure and play and love and art, life feels so much more doable. Life feels so much more possible when you are able to just give yourself the permission to be a part of this earth instead of this floating brain that is just taking in all this information and stimuli, instead of this little ghost that just like scrolls on your phone racked with information and you're just like not in your body. You got your 10 hours of screen time a day chock full of every single current event that has ever happened in the entire world, and you just feel like you're just this phantom like husk of a person. Just like get some sunshine. Go pet the stray cat outside. There's a stray cat outside that I spent 30 minutes this morning petting, and I just sat in the sunshine, let the sunshine hit my face. I just pet this cat. Pick up a little craft. Pick up the crayons. Just scribble. Scribble the crayons because you like the color orange. You like the color orange, so you want to fill the page with the color orange. There's no rules. You could turn on a song and just dance. You just dance. You sing in your shower. You lie down on the floor, face down. Who cares? You could do these hobbies, but you could also just make the things that you already do a little more sacred and a little more, you can just inject it with just a little more love. Like every meal that you cook, every time you fold the laundry, every time you take a shower, these are also all rituals that we have all been doing for forever. And they were under completely different circumstances. Yes, we can just feel a little bit more connected to everyone that has ever stirred a pot, for everyone that has ever invited a friend over for dinner, anytime that we've ever broken bread together, anytime we've ever gone to the ocean, just stared at the ocean, stared at the waves crashing on the beach. There's just so many ways to tap into something bigger than ourselves. And the way that we can do that is by honoring the fact that every single day is your life. And there are going to be good days and bad days. And there's also going to be beautiful things unfolding that you cannot even perceive yet. But if you are trying to make a little more meaning, if you're trying to make every single day just like a little bit more meaningful and a little bit more poetic, romantic, artistic, loving, if you are just able to just imbue every little moment with just a little bit more of that, your life is going to be so much more colorful and so much more beautiful. I have so much more to say, but I can feel myself like the channel's closing, but I just want to leave you with this, that you do have the power to live this life that you want to live. You want to live this beautiful life, this joyful life, this happy life, this colorful life, and you think it looks a certain way and you think certain outcomes are going to bring it on. But what it really is, it's in the smallest, tiniest moments of trying. You are calling in so much love, so much possibility, so much creativity, because you are trying to create this life that you want to live. And you are so good for that. You are so good. And so much good stuff is coming for you, coming for us, because we want to get more out of life than what we were told we were supposed to get. There's more than just buying stuff. There's more than just consuming. There's more than just like the algorithm spoon feeding us things. There is curiosity. There is connection, not even interpersonally, but like generationally. There is just so much possible. So much possible. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. So I'm gonna go. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I don't know if I introduced myself, but my name's Izzy. If you like the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. And please do like and comment on this video. I hate to ask, but please do. Just let me know. What's that one thing that you've been wanting to do? What's that little whisper? What's the little inkling of the thing that you want to try? How can you bring it in the smallest way? Just tell me. Let me know. Okay, I love you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.